Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith here at the National Weather Service office in Pocatello with another edition of your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing, this one for Thursday, December 27th. Start out here with the water vapor satellite loop, and we have a storm system that's in the process of moving to the southeast across our forecast area. It's located right in here. Might be able to pick out a little bit of that swirl. And we're expecting this system to continue to work to the southeast and eventually turn a little bit more to the south. And by this afternoon, this evening, it's going to be moving down over portions of Nevada and Utah down into the Four Corners region. So this is bringing us some snow accumulation today as we switch over to our regional radar loop. You can see snow shower activity in progress here across much of the eastern Magic Valley and Snake Plain, also down into portions of the southern highlands. Maybe a little lingering activity up here too in the central mountains. It isn't being picked up very well on radar. You can see a lot of the heaviest activity right now really centered between about Pocatello and Burley along the I-86 corridor, which of course will have some implications for the morning commute this morning. So picture's worth 1,000 words. We'll jump into a few webcam images from early this morning. These are generally from about 3:45 to 4 a.m. You can see the snow coming down along I-86 near Raft River with some accumulation on the roadway. Also here near the I-86, I-84 interchange, some light to moderate snow falling. Definitely some snow accumulation ongoing here on area roadways. So you're really going to want to watch out for slick driving conditions this morning. And temperatures are cold enough that we're certainly going to see some ice out there too, especially on untreated roadways that were wet. Cold water area on I-86, some light snow with some accumulation ongoing. Over here to the Arbin Valley as we get closer to the Pocatello Airport, also picking up on some of that snow now. This image as of 3:45 a.m. Picked up just about a half an inch of snow so far here at the Pocatello Airport this morning, with more to come. So we head a little bit further north too, up into the Arco Desert region. This is Kettle Butte along US 20, starting to see some light snow come down in that region as well. Morning low temperatures this morning, like we said, very cold, generally in the single digits and teens across much of the area, maybe a few 20s here as you get into the eastern Magic Valley, but certainly cold enough that untreated road surfaces are going to be snow covered and they are going to be slick for your morning commute this morning across the region. Very similar storm total snow graphic to what we showed you yesterday. We didn't make any major changes here. A little bit of this has already fallen. So again, this is a storm total through this evening for the event that we have going on right now. Generally 1 to 3 inches here across the central mountains. Quite a bit of that has already fallen this morning. Looking for about 1 to 2 inches here along the I-86 corridor, Burley, American Falls, Pocatello, Blackfoot. May see a few higher amounts of 2 to 4 inches into the higher elevations here in the south central highlands. And like we were mentioning yesterday, that sweet spot for this storm may end up being down across Cassia County. You can see some higher totals here, generally 2 to 4 inches at lower elevations as you get to the south of Burley, also to the west of I-84. And we may see a few more localized amounts of about 5 to 8 inches in the mountains of Cassia County here, particularly of above about 6,000 feet. Blowing snow risk, not too significant with this particular system. Peaks and ridge lines lighting up here a little bit in the central mountains and also those higher elevations down here across Cassia County, maybe in City of Rocks National Reserve, for example. See a little bit of wind, but in general, not looking for major impacts from blowing snow with this system. High temperatures this afternoon, certainly still supportive of snow, getting up into the 20s at lower elevations, generally holding in the teens as you get up into the mountains. Heading into this evening, we're going to clear this storm system out of the Snake Plain and portions of the Magic Valley first. Also here in the western central mountains, clearing out. May see a few lingering snow showers up here from Copper Basin and just north of Mackay northward here in the central mountains. Not too much accumulation expected with that. And we'll see some lingering snow showers here in our southern highlands to the south of Pocatello and the south of Burley. Some of our high resolution models are really indicating some of these higher elevations here, particularly in Cassia County, may not really shut down until later this afternoon or this evening with some of their snow shower activity. As we head into the overnight, you can see that activity continues to diminish pretty quickly as that low pressure storm system moves off to the south into Nevada and Utah. Friday morning low temperatures, much colder across the region. A lot of locations 10 degrees colder than what we saw this morning. Single digits to below zero here across portions of the Central Mountains, also up toward Island Park and Driggs. Single digits to about 10 degrees as you get further south into the Snake Plain and the Southern Highlands. Friday, generally a brief break between systems, much like what we saw yesterday. Generally dry weather across the region, not much going on. You can see very similar high temperatures during the afternoon, getting up into the 20s at lower elevations. Now, Saturday is going to be fairly calm as well, but we do have another system that is starting to make a run at our area. A little bit of differences among the different computer models as to how quickly snow shower activity might push into our forecast area. For now, as we get into the afternoon hours across the region, we may see a few of those snow showers start up here in the western central mountains. Also, as you get over toward the Wyoming border into the highlands here, but generally holding off until Saturday night for much of the rest of the region. And I think Saturday night into the day on Sunday is when we'll see the greatest accumulations with this next storm system. Here's a first look at some storm total snow amounts. This is certainly going to change and be adjusted over the next few days as we approach the event. Generally 1 to 4, 1 to 5 inches lighting up here across the western central mountains. Similar numbers, about 1 to 4, 1 to 5 inches here along the Wyoming border, somewhat elevation dependent, and much lower accumulations as you get down into the lower elevations of the Snake Plain. Also in the southern highlands, looking like you will not be as heavily impacted from this next system compared to what we're seeing this morning. Sunday morning low temperatures warming up a little bit, relatively, compared to what we're seeing today and tomorrow. Getting into the teens here, even up in the mountains. Still some single digits here, some of our normally colder spots. And Sunday afternoon, we may make a run at freezing here for places like Pocatello, Burley, and Twin Falls. So a little bit warmer than what we've seen over the past few days, but temperatures certainly still supportive of snow with our next storm system. That's it for your hazard briefing this morning. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.